My name is Jim Windwalker. I'm the founding director of the First Nations Outreach Project. We're here at Wolf Gardens Wildlife Center where we're beginning to do the first real construction on the Wolf Gardens Center. We have a group of volunteers here, Danish volunteers who have come a long way to do some work, and they're a really great group of folks, and I'd like to give you an idea about what we're doing today and what we're accomplishing and what will happen in the future. If you look behind me right here, this is the road that goes down to the powwow grounds. Wolf Gardens starts right here. And if you follow me over this way a little bit, right now we're building the perimeter fence line that will separate the wolves from the road. And this is what we've done today. All of this down through here right now is the clearing for the perimeter fence, and the enclosures will start on the left-hand side here and go towards the woods. Now let's walk over this way a little bit. If you see this behind me, you can see how it looked before we started. This is what we've dealt with today. We're building 40 by 40 enclosures. There'll be 33 of those to start with. There'll be 2 animals housed in each enclosure. Some will only have 1 enclosure, 1 wolf, 2 enclosure. But we'll build in this direction and back that way. Once that's completed and all the wolves are housed at Wolf Gardens Wildlife Center, then we'll begin construction in this clear area here that we saw a minute ago of the veterinary clinic. After that's completed, our next phase will be the Raptor Center. Our Raptor Center and Flight Center will be on across the hill on that side of Wolf Gardens Wildlife Center. And right now what I like to do is offer our volunteers a chance, the ones who will, that don't mind being on YouTube, to tell everybody why they came from Denmark and halfway around the world. These people came to help build Wolf Gardens Wildlife Center. And I'm sure everybody, all of our supporters would like to know as much about them as they do about us, because they're the people that actually makes this happen. The volunteers do this. We just give it a little bit of momentum. We built a dream, we had a dream, and we started building from scratch, and it's growing and developing into something very special. And we want the people who are here, who are part of this, to know how special they are to us. So if we will, let's get some of our folks from our volunteers. Dennis, you want to be first?
Sure.
Dennis Holmberg came to the powwow last year with his mother, and Dennis is back and actually organized this expedition that we have today. And Dennis, we appreciate you very much. What you've done is amazing and incredible. Would you tell people why you did that?
Yeah, the basic reason behind it, for me signing up to something that I wasn't exactly sure about what it really was that at the time all creatures of sort of, but at the moment the future looks very grim for most larger animals, being carnivores or herbivores. And if I could do just one little bit to preserve wildlife on this planet, then that would be all the reason for me to do it. And that's basically my motivation for this.
There's a lot of organizations out there, Dennis. Why did you choose us?
First of all, because all the other organizations that I've been involved with will only let me donate money, and I'll never be a personal part of it. I'll never know for sure if my money goes the right way. But if I can take just a little part in it, if I can be out there personally in the field doing something, then I feel that
it becomes we and not them then. Yeah. That's our goal. We don't want it to be us. We want it to be us, all of us. And I'm glad you picked that reason, because that's the goal that we have. We want people to understand that if they come here they're not just doing labor. They're actually making this happen. Without volunteers, we can't do it. We simply can't do it alone. Too much needs to be done.
It's also my hope that this little trip will be the beginning of sending more volunteers over here, and not necessarily with me being part of that actual group, but maybe to be able to send other volunteers over here to help out and become part of this.
We certainly appreciate that, and we look forward to meeting more people. It's really exciting for us. It's a fantastic cultural exchange. We get to learn about you, and you get to learn about us, and we get to do something that governments can't do: work together to make positive change. That's amazing. And if there's any politicians that has the opportunity to view this video on YouTube once it's posted, please pay close attention to that part. We're working together. If you watch what we're doing, you can do this too. It's that simple. We like each other, we enjoy each other's company, and we're not different. We have differences. And those are the things that are drawing us together. Those are the things that bond us, because everybody brings a special skill. Each person here has a unique skill, a gift, and Dennis obviously has a skill of organization to get people together and say, let's go do this from so far away. And I think you probably will be able to bring a lot of people together. And we look forward to the kind of people that you've brought, wonderful people in this group. Would you like to introduce?
Yeah, let me introduce my old friend Nina, who's a very committed woman, and I'll let her speak for herself.
Yeah, well, I'm glad to get the chance to be here and get to know you and see this wildlife center come to life and be a part of that. As Dennis said, we've known each other for a long time, and he persuaded me and my boyfriend Peter. Come on in.
Hey.
We're from Denmark as well. As is Mikkel, who is holding the camera right now.
Now we have to give Mikkel credit.
Yeah, Mikkel is here too. We just arrived here yesterday, and met you,
Went
and
right
you
to work.
told us about your vision, and today we just went to work, and it's basically been cutting our way through the woods with machetes. I've never done that before, but it's been great, and we'll be here all week. I hope we can clear out some lines to put up the fences and actually see that we have been a part of making a difference.
You have, and you are, and you will.
Well, it's pretty fun to be here, because when you're from Europe and in small countries like Denmark, you're here actually in the wildlife, working in the wildlife, in a forest deep down in Alabama. It's that's a big part of the fun, and also doing it feels good to help out with a project. So
Yes,
but it's also great fun.
You know, I think that's one of the drawbacks that a lot of organizations have. They don't allow people to be as active a part in that organization. It's like Dennis said, give me your money.
Yeah.
And for us, while we're a nonprofit, we're a public charity, and we can't survive without donations. But at the same time, the people are equally important, because we can't survive without the volunteers and the hands here as well. You know, we can't do this by ourselves. This is not a one-person or even a small group project. It's too large for that. It's going to take a lot of people to accomplish. And I think that's the way it should be. That way, no individual or no small group of people get to take credit for it. It's all of us. We're doing this together. This is us.
Absolutely.
And I think that if we keep that focus and pay attention to what we're doing, there's no limit to what we can accomplish. It's not just a wildlife center. The educational portion of our wildlife center will be dedicated to setting standards for the future, to make people aware in ways that they've never been aware of what's happening with wildlife and the environment, and that there's not as much fiction involved as a lot of people would have them to believe there is. There's more truth to what's being told about climate warming and greenhouse effects than a lot of people would care to admit. How to offset that is a discussion among the greatest minds in science, and I'm not certain they have the answer either. But I know that if we continue the way we're continuing with the kind of people that are coming here to help us with Wolf Gardens Wildlife Center, we will find the answer. Together, everybody, as we can combine the thoughts and the ideas and knowledge, abilities, all those things together, we're building a machine, a human machine that's capable of doing whatever needs to be done. And we want everybody that hears this video to understand that you can be a part too. This is not an elite little group that's off somewhere by itself. And if you want to be a part, you can.
Join in. You get sweaty, you get dirty. It's funny.
It's fun.
It's fun.
We're a great group of people to be around too. I mean, you know, what can I say? Come out and have some fun.
Chance over the camera, let us see Megal.
Yes, let me, yeah, Dennis, are you going to take the camera?
Or of anyone else.
You take somebody.
Hello, everyone. Hi, Megal.
Hi, Peter. Yeah, I don't really know why I came, but mostly it's because, yeah, it's an adventure, you know, for me. It's also my first time in the USA, and meeting the natives. It's a great experience. I think it's something not everyone gets to do. So I'm just happy being here.
We're happy having you here too.
Thank you.
We appreciate everybody being here, and this is not the end. This is the beginning. Thank you. Just push the red button.
We'll